Hey, back with another video. Some big news just happened, I guess. So, like the video below, subscribe to the channel, comment on your thoughts of the deal, and yeah. So, the Cleveland Indians have traded Corey Kluber to the Texas Rangers for Delino DeShields Jr. and Emmanuel Clace. Now, when I first heard about this deal, it was just Indians trade Corey Kluber to the Texas Rangers. And there were no details about the return. And it really made no sense to me because the Rangers aren't really in a position to add players through trades, Most of those kinds of trades happen, they involve prospects and that stuff. And I mean, the Rangers aren't really in a position to trade Colwyn or someone like that. So it was a little weird to me. And, from the Indians side, it was also weird because, yeah, Kluber is their ace. I mean, yeah, Kluber had a bad season last year and he was injured, but to sell low, like that was selling really low on him, or without knowing the return. It just seemed a little weird. And so now we know the return. And I was waiting on hearing the return before recording this video, and it completely flips. Because, I mean, so Corey Kluber is, he's going to make $17.5 million this year. And he has an option that becomes an option for $18 million that becomes a vesting option if he pitches, I think, 160 innings and doesn't end up on the injured list at the end of the season, or to finish out the season. And, okay, that's kind of a lot for, and the other thing is that he's also going to be 34. So, I could understand wanting to get out from under that contract if you're going to then go out and do something, because the Indians do have a pretty deep pitching staff with guys like Clevenger and Shane Bieber, Zach Plesac. And then they could also try and put Carrasco back in the rotation, because I'm sure they will. He's always been a starter and he's been a good starter, so I'm sure. But the return makes no sense for the Indians, because you're getting Delino DeShields, who is center fielder, who is pretty much exactly the same as your current center fielder, maybe a little worse. So, I mean, I don't really understand that. And then Emmanuel Clace is a reliever who, I mean, he was good last season, but he doesn't like overpower the strike zone. So it's just like, it's not, he's a guy that would be thrown into a deal, not the headliner. And I mean, you can argue that he's kind of the better player than the Shields. I don't know. So it just doesn't make any sense for the Indians. From the Rangers' point of view, if they only have to give up the Shields and Clace, and you could potentially get a healthy Corey Kluber back, and if you can, because right now the Rangers are in position to compete. They have hold on. Oh, here we go. So right now, as the team's constructed, their rotation is Kluber, Mike Minor, Lance Lynn, Kyle Gibson, Jordan Lyles, and then Colby Allard would be their sixth starter. And, that's a fine rotation. I mean, Lynn and Minor had good seasons last year. And then, hopefully Kluber could be effective again. And, and then their offense is Joey Gallo, Elvis Andrews, Rougned Odor, Danny Santana. They don't have like an overpowering offense. I mean, Gallo's going to hit home runs, but no one else on that team is like scary. So, that's why, like, if they were giving up their top prospects, it would have made no sense. But they gave up the Shields, they gave up Clace, not really a big thing. And, if Kluber is pitching well, they can trade him at the deadline. Or if he's not, they keep him, and no harm, no foul. Let him go in the off season if he doesn't have, or pick up his option. I don't know. It depends how he performs. But it seems like a deal that, I don't know. When you heard them trading Kluber, it made no sense for the Rangers. And then you see the return, and it makes no sense for the Indians. So, and I'm not sure it made sense for the Indians to begin with, because, I mean, while they do have a deep rotation, they could have tried to rebuild his trade value. And, maybe they know something that we don't know. And, I mean, I think the deal's pending a physical, so who knows what could happen. But until the deal's announced, nothing's officially final. Things can, but, really right now, the Rangers didn't give up anything for him. He was an ace as early as 2018, or as previous as 2018. And, he is older, so maybe but you would think that a healthy Kluber could be very valuable. And, what'll be interesting is, are the Rangers now going to go after someone like Josh Donaldson to try and get another big bat on the team? Are they going to try and compete now? Because, who knows? Who knows what happens? So we'll see. Anyway, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and give me your thoughts on the trade. What do you think? Was it a good deal? Who was it a good deal for? And that's it. So, as usual, check out the website, theunusefulidiots.com. And that's it, guys. Till next time. Bye.